Alright guys, Falcon Planet here. Instead of individually commenting to all the trolls, I made a statement, and here it is. After my rant a couple days ago, I need to clear a few things up. Well, really, it was yesterday. First off, I am not in no way, shape, or form a part of the TTC. You really think I'm not allowed to talk trash because I'm not in the TTC, and you will not see a crow from me because we're not in the TTC. We don't crow, we recap. Us at Falcon Planet strive to stay true to fellow Falcon fans and put out what they want to see. We don't believe that trash talking would benefit us in any way unless it's just some stupid video maker like this. Me and Seth will both be attending college and plan on going into the broadcasting field to the ultimate goal of being a head anchor on ESPN. And if you think that's stupid or there's no way that's ever going to happen, then we have news for you. We will also be attending an ESPN camp this summer in Bristol, Connecticut, and set some much needed just to get some exposure and to see what it takes to make it. Now to clear another point up, I saw a lot of the comments, about 75% of them, about how we don't know or I don't know defensive players. False. The reason all I talked about was Richard Sherman and Brandon Browner is because that's all Hawks Nest 1977 talked about. For all you trolls out there, this video is about his comments, not mine, his. Not what I think or know about the Seattle defense. Next, I saw a lot of trolls / people comment about how stupid I am for saying how bad Bobby Wagner is. I never said Bobby Wagner was bad. I said I didn't know who he was. The thing I said that was bad was y'all's linebackers as a duo. All three of them put together, they don't match up nearly to most teams. Top 5 worst set in the league. Bobby Wagner's your best, but you really think he's going to shut down Tony Gonzalez? Not a chance in the world. I polled the Vikings, Bears, Cowboys, Falcons, Saints, Bucks, and Eagles fans about who is Bobby Wagner. Do you know who that is? Do you know what team he plays for? 3 out of 150. 3 out of 150 people said they knew who he was. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. And I don't care if he led your team in tackles, most against the run. There's no way. Has he faced a better tight end this year than Tony Gonzalez? And don't you dare say Vernon Davis. Tony makes even the most seasoned veterans look like they should belong in Division II college football. So you better not let Matt Ryan sit in the pocket for too long because Tony will be open for a 10-yard game 75% of the time. And with Clemens out for the year, good luck getting a good pass rush because you're not going to get it with Ray Edwards. And answering this question for you guys, did my video ever skip slides? No. I talked for 15 minutes straight. Do you see anybody else do that? Hawksness 1977's video skipped slides like 4 or 5 times, which means he probably stopped talking, thought some more stuff to say, and then talked about it. That's why his video kept skipping over. You really are buying that he was doing that for effect? It looks crappy. There are so many things I could talk about. So many things. How your coach rallied the troops after the Skins went up 14-0, after RG3 got hurt right before he threw that second touchdown. But we'll leave that story for another day. And one last thing. If you don't have more than 1 or 2 subscribers, don't comment on my video. You are a troll. And what is a troll, you ask? Somebody who makes an account just so they can comment gay stuff. They don't have videos. You have to have an account to comment, so that's what they do. You go look at their feed, all they are stupid comments on everybody's video. Do I hate Hawks Nest 1977? No. I just don't think his points were entirely accurate or were just downright stupid. Talk more about the game than meaningless statistics. And I can't wait to see him come back at me. Am I going to make another video after this? Not a chance. We're done till Sunday. Our talking will be after the game. You say Falcons fans don't talk before the game, they wait till after it if they win. Not true. I'm coming with full steam ahead on you guys. Sincerely, Falcon Planet. Now enjoy our preview. What's up, Falcons fans? Colin and Seth here. Finally, you're back.
It's glad it's glad to be here. It's good. That's not what I said. I'm supposed to say my name.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
I thought
I
since
said,
you were
you're
say
like,
that,
welcome back. I'm like, I'm
okay,
gonna be
okay,
here.
okay. 3, 2, 1. What's up, Falcons fans? I'm Colin.
And I'm set.
Welcome back.
I'm glad to be here. It's been a while, about 2 weeks, I think, but I'm glad to get back in the studio again.
Yeah, we sent out the Amber Alert and we found you.
Well, I was working. I got a new job, making the money, but
Yep, things happen.
I'm off work today, so I'm glad to be back.
What Seahawks players scare you the most?
Either
It's probably
Golden,
the defense. Defense, I
no.
think.
I mean, earlier in the year, you had a great defense from Seattle.
Yeah.
And they weren't really winning, that many games.
Mhm.
But Russell Wilson, chimed in and
Yeah.
totally rearranged that
He
offense.
fits in that offense perfectly.
Exactly.
Just like
And
RG3.
I think Golden Tate and Sidney Rice, especially Golden Tate.
They have good wide receivers.
Exactly. And that's what scares me when you have a great defense and your quarterback decides, to step up. I mean, he's a great rookie quarterback. I mean, last week or yesterday,
Yeah.
that game against the Redskins. I'm not saying
They also have a good slot receiver in Doug Baldwin.
exactly.
He undrafted free agent.
I'm
I know
not.
he's done.
I'm not saying the Redskins would have won if RG3 was healthy,
Yeah.
but the way they looked against the Redskins, they looked very beatable.
They did.
And I don't think the Redskins, I don't think that Seattle has played a team defensively good quite as the Niners.
Yeah.
And at the time,
I don't think they have not faced as high powered of an offense as Atlanta maybe one time was.
exactly. And when they went to the Niners, they were on this huge, win streak. I mean, about 3 or 4 games in the NFL. That's pretty
But
good.
they were blowing teams out.
Exactly. And, in the playoffs, it's a whole different environment. I mean, 2 years ago, they beat the Saints. I mean, it's always good to see the Saints lose. But, I just don't think that their offense is strong enough to beat our defense.
Yeah.
Especially
You could say that the Seahawks defense is better than the Falcons, but last time I checked, defenses don't play against each other.
Exactly.
Okay, they play against the offense. And when you look at our defense, sure. If you look at the stats, Seahawks defense is better. But their offense isn't overly that great. I mean, I'm sure they're good, but they're not a New England or a Green Bay, or I would say even a 49ers team. Now, I think that kind of cancels it out. Now, they haven't really faced as high power of an offense, like I said. We
Right.
have all kinds of weapons. Julio, Roddy, Tony, have Harry in the slot. And their weakness is their linebackers. We were going through the names. I honestly can't remember a single one.
Yeah, they really don't have good linebackers. But, like you said before the video, we were talking about it, and you said that a team that doesn't have good linebackers, who do you throw it to?
Tony.
Tony. You throw
That's
him.
the tight end. Because usually you're going to have a linebacker covering Tony Gonzalez.
Right.
And I honestly see that's my key player. I see Tony 100 to 120 yards, and I'm hoping two scores. I honestly think he can do that, especially in the red zone. We have to look for Tony with because they have a good red zone defense. I don't want to see a screen in the red zone. I don't want to see a fade to Julio in the red zone. I don't want to see a play action rollout. I want to see a shotgun, line Jacquizz up to his left, and key on Tony. And I think we can beat him that way.
My key player in this game is Mara. The safeties and the corners for the Seahawks are arguably the best secondary in the NFL. And if you don't have a good quarterback in that game, that secondary is going to tear you up.
Mm-hmm.
And Matt Ryan has got to be accurate, has got to be consistent, especially to Tony, and in the shallow end. The linebackers, like you said, aren't that good, but Matt Ryan has got to be consistent in this game.
And one thing I noticed in the Redskins game is Seattle's corners like to play off. They like to cheat, just like ours. I really want to see us start the game off short passes, screens, draws, throw it to Tony. That'll open up the deep balls, okay? You don't want, sure, you say the run game opens up the long shots. Okay, well, same with the short passing game.
because eventually Julio's going to run by Richard Sherman.
Exactly.
So I don't want to see us coming out and taking shots. Sure, if they're open, throw it to them. But I want to see us come out. I don't want to see us run the ball. I want to see Michael Turner 10 touches max. I want to see Jacquizz 5 touches, okay? Maybe even Turner less than that. Because what I really want our run game to do in this game is not much, because obviously we're a passing team. If you look back to that first Tampa Bay game on the road, we came out with Jacquizz and we ran the ball really well.
Right.
And I think that if we run the ball like that, because Turner was coming in and out of the game, if he stays fresh, I see us running the ball for maybe 100 yards. Honestly, I don't care if we run the ball for 15 yards as long as we win the game. And I think with all the weapons we have, being at home, being at home is obviously a great thing.
And here's the thing: you said at home, and Seahawks are 4 and 5, right? At home,
No, they're 3
No, they won.
3 and 5.
No, they
3 and 5 all way, and they're 8-0 at home.
Well, they won against the Redskins. So they'd be like 4 and 5.
Yeah, technically.
Okay, they're 4 and 5 away, but here's the thing about home field advantage and first round bye. The first round bye, you got 2 things. A, you could either have a good week of rest and practice, or B, you have a week of rustiness.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what scares me going into this game. 2
And
years
that's
ago.
what happened exactly.
Exactly. 2 years
Green Bay.
ago, when we played against Green Bay, we had a first round bye, and we were rusty.
And it didn't freaking help us that Green Bay was so hot,
Exactly.
especially winning that first playoff game on the road. Actually, I think it was at home. I don't really care. But obviously, they had so much momentum going to the playoffs.
That's my my big key thing. How are the Falcons going to play?
And that's why we played that whole game against Tampa Bay. We were not out there to win that game. Clearly, we were trying to take it easy. We just wanted to get everybody the reps they needed, which we did not do that 2 years ago. Who cares if we lost that game? I saw people on Twitter saying, if the Falcons lose this game, how on earth can they win a playoff game? We were just out there getting reps. Why would we risk a deep ball or try to stand in the pocket too long and take a sack or any of this? Sure, John Abraham got banged up, but he's okay to go. William Moore has missed, like 5 games in a row.
Exactly.
He's going to be back. That's really going to shore up our secondary because he tore the Saints apart when they came to the Dome. He had, I think, two interceptions, and he had a whole bunch of stops in the backfield. So,
And
with a healthy William Moore,
okay, yeah.
that'll really shut down over the top. There's no way they're going to throw
Speaking of a healthy William Moore, he's missed 5 games? You said.
I think.
And last week, or I keep saying last week, I think it was yesterday. Ray Lewis came back from a 10-game injury, 10 game, and he completely showed up. Everybody thought he was going to be rusty, whatever. He had 13 tackles and almost an interception. Now, with William Moore being a safety, I think that missing 5 games, he might come out and have a huge game as well. And
I don't think we necessarily need him to have a huge game, just because their offense, they don't throw the ball that much. Our linebackers need to show up. Defensively, I'm not worried about our corners. I'm not worried about the passing game at all. I'm worried about the linebackers containing Russell Wilson when he tries to run, because our corners are good enough to hold their receivers. So I see Russell Wilson taking off a lot more in this game than in the Redskins game. And if our, especially Akeem Dent, and you have Weatherspoon, of course, they really need to have a good game.
All right, the Seahawks defensive end, Chris Clemens, is out for the season. Torn ACL last week. What are your thoughts about that?
I love it. I could care less. Hey, Ray Edwards might even play, that prick. And Russell Wilson, he's a rookie. People don't remember that, really,
Exactly.
because he's played so good.
But I mean,
How often do rookies win the Super Bowl?
has it
I
ever
can't-
happened?
I'm sure it has, but I can't name one, honestly.
And I mean, Russell Wilson is obviously coming out of Wisconsin and North Carolina State.
Yeah, he actually got drafted into baseball from NC State, and by the Rockies, and decided, his real passion was football. So he left and went for another year at Wisconsin. Not a lot of people know exactly why, because you don't see that. You don't see transfers. I've said on record, he is my favorite rookie quarterback. Don't get me wrong, I love RG3 too. I hated him going out again. We read as well as we did. Chris Clemens, he's tore his ACL again.
Well, yeah, we read something about RG3 and it said he got an MRI I think last night and it said he tore a couple ligaments in his ACL.
Yeah.
And him being a rookie, I mean,